first of all, I need to understand one thing, that why we are here gathered today, and to understand marketing in metaverse era. Why do we need it actually? So, as a marketer, we have seen various things coming in industries. We are doing traditional marketing, everything is going fine. New age technologies will come, and all those things will be there, definitely. But is it seriously that much important to study metaverse and their implications? Or it is a combination of all the other technologies that incorporates into metaverse, and that's why, as a marketer, as you all are professors or maybe academicians, do we need to understand these things? We have seen marketing changing a lot in past 10 15 years, and with the advent of COVID, the digital implications and adaptation of technology, it has skyrocketed. So before 2020, every industries were not, they were serious about new age technologies they were adopting, but because of the COVID, manufacturing domains and the domains, healthcare domains, which were doing their R&Ds in silos, they came up with various products and services in the digital platforms, which had a different kind of implications. So here we are to analyze how metaverse is changing. What are the backstage metaverse have? What are the implications metaverse have in different industries? We'll quote some examples, and with the examples, we'll give you food for thought to understand and to analyze how metaverse is actually booming up. So in India, we are not seeing various examples of metaverse, but I have tried to incorporate few things. So I will not take much time on what is metaverse, but definitely we have to understand where metaverse come from, what are the things that are in line with metaverse, and how this has been actually built up. So next slide, please. So as you can see, metaverse isn't a thing a company builds. It's a next chapter of the internet overall. So as I have explained you, how things are working, were working in silos, they are getting integrated in metaverse. The technologies like uh, edge technologies, or you say IoT, NFTs. I will talk about NFT a little bit. However, that is used in other things, but I will come to that. So next, this is just for that. So this is a simple introduction of what is metaverse, how this comes into picture. I hope our audience are good enough; they know metaverse. So two things are common when we talk about metaverse, that is AR and VR, and we need to understand these are the 3D virtual models which are built behind the scenes and put it into the computer with various technologies. I'm not going in deep what are the technologies and how they are implementing it. I'm just telling you how this has been done. And we all have, as a users, we are given avatars for that. And that particular avatar act as a person in the metaverse universe. So next slide, please. So, there is one book, and from that, there we have taken this metaverse, and from that book itself, the metaverse came into picture. So, sir, next slide, please. So this is the name of book, Snow Crash, sorry. So from there in 1992, there is one author who coined this term metaverse, and from there the industries came into existence and using metaverse, and they talked about it a lot. So as I have explained what is metaverse and how things are going on, however, I just want to quote over here one thing. Uh, Generally, people get confused like metaverse is only AR and VR. Actually, it is not. You are integrating various technologies to create a metaverse. So before going deeper into what is the implications of metaverse, please consider this point, that metaverse is not alone one system or one solution. It's a combination of various technologies that come into picture and that create a metaverse. Because universe, as we are living in a universe, we are entities created by different materials. All those things are different, On the basis of that, we have created a universe. Similarly, metaverse is nothing but is the combination of various elements, and that come into picture becomes a metaverse. So next, please. Now, as I have stated metaverse, but what are the key characteristics of metaverse? It's boundless. We all know. So when I will, sir, can I show one video that would be easier for everyone to?
You can definitely show. You have to share your screen.
Just a second, sir. Just a second.
There is one arrow there at the down.
Yes, sir. Actually,
You are familiar. Your firewall stops that.
actually in Mac there is a one issue, and also as we were using
Right,
this
right,
system
right.
in our.
I know, I know, I know. Last time also it came up.
Yes, sir. This is the issue.
Will
Just
you
a
be
second.
able to share or you sending
I'm
it?
I'm just trying, sir. Sir, is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay, cool, cool. Actually, I have done. So once it is visible, please let me know
Yeah, it's
if
visible.
you are able to. Okay. So this is Shanghai. This is visible. Video is visible, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, cool. So this is Shanghai Bund area, and they have created a metaverse for this. You can join with an avatar, and you can visit the whole Shanghai Bund, and you can do shopping as well. So this is a real-time scenario which has already been implemented in China and Singapore and other areas. So this is how industry they are using it. This is not a future edge technology. This is not future. This is already implemented for past 3 4 years. So I'm just showing you. I will give you two more example like this.
欢迎来到元宇宙，请寻找您的座驾。
So this is not any game. Actually, this is a metaverse where they are actually going around. This is one. So this video you can see, right, sir?
Yes.
So this is actually in the tourism industry. They have implemented it. If you're sitting at home and you want to visit some place, they will give you access to all these portals, and you can actually visit that place. Not actually in metaverse, you can visit that place, and you can know about those areas and those things. Later in this short video, you will see that all these monuments and all those areas, they give you few insights of what monument is this, who built it, and all those things which is incorporated in any of the tourism industry.
小深夜里一公众听到碰碰，早起鼓动那么快充。You give me security，每个一彩并没有光点温热也有伤。
So you can see this is one temple where they have written down who was the Shaolin over here and who were preachings, and all those preachings already present and already done in this area. And this is again an example of retail industries. So all these labs are already set up and in place. So I'm just switching off this. Hello. Hope so I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible. You want me to present again?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So these are the three food for thought videos I have presented, because this is all which already implemented in the market. People are using in various locations, various geographies. We Indians are also implementing. I will come up with the L'Oreal example also. L'Oreal has done it. Nykaa, they have already done in retail. Industries like recruitment domain, manufacturing, they are doing it. So with all these three videos in mind, as I can say that key characteristic of metaverse is boundless. We can go anywhere. There is no digital boundaries. There is no boundaries, physical boundaries. Immersive, definitely, because I'll tell you what big companies they are doing is they are implementing sensory organs also. So there are apps where you can feel the touch of your mother, or where you can feel the touch of doctors. They are coming into that extent also. So metaverse is incorporating all those things. They are coming immersive. Social experience definitely is there. Persistent and decentralization is something when you can control from one center, but in metaverse coming days there will be no decentralization of per se. Centralization per se. There will be a decentralization factors. Economy, definitely digital currency has virtual currencies. We know NFTs are there, non-fungible tokens, where blockchains are incorporated. BFSI industry is using NFT tokens. Recruitment domains are using NFT tokens for resume buildings and all. So these are few key characteristics of metaverse. There are many, however, I've incorporated only 5 or 6. So next. And in case, I'm so sorry, in case if any one of you have any kind of questions, please either ping and you can ask. This is nothing. Activities in metaverse you can play, enjoy, socialize, buy, and work. These are the basic things you can do in metaverse. But as I have shown you, and these are the basic understanding of people when we talk about metaverse. But the videos which I have shown you, these have the higher implication than what traditionally metaverse mean. And as a marketeer, we have to understand this is not only enjoyable platform or to socialize. It is where you can do your branding, you can do your positioning. When we will when we will see the 8 P's of marketing, then probably that would be more clear why we are doing and we are having this session. So next slide, please. As I have talked a lot regarding why what is metaverse and how this is changing. So this is same thing. So next slide, please. Now we need to understand VR and AR before going further. Generally, people get confused with why VR, what is AR. So virtual reality is nothing but what we have seen right now in the video. And augmented reality is when you are sitting in front of a TV and you are enjoying something 3D thing. So that kind of things in a basic difference we are having in virtual reality and augmented reality. So virtual reality, when you are present vicariously in that particular universe or in that particular platform. From VR, we are going to understand the metaverse better. From AR, we will be using metaverse. So AR, that will become our tool to use metaverse, and VR will become to feel the metaverse. So that's the basic concept we have to go forward when we are understanding metaverse. So as a researcher, we have to understand the basic difference, and on the basis of these two things, we can augment our thought process, and cognitively we can jot down the points what things we can do in metaverse era. So next slide, please. So these are the few elements of metaverse. As I have already, when I was starting the session, I have mentioned metaverse is a combination of all the features which are present in the internet, which are present there in the technologies. So Web 3.0, blockchain protocols, because there will be issues, digital issues, there will be discrepancies. So we have to incorporate blockchains. NFTs, non-fungible tokens, it's a very important thing when we are talking about cryptocurrencies, but it's very important for metaverse also. Definitely games, as I have taken it as a separate domain, because metaverse started with the game first. So one thing I would like to tell you, whenever there is a new technologies that comes into market, it's not the industries that incorporate it. It's not the top-notch companies which we see they incorporated. It's the small niche players. They test it first in the market. Generally, the games, generally movies, the small movies, they test it, and on the basis of that A/B testing or testing, the big companies they incorporate those things. So games is one of the more fundamental things. Augmented reality, I have explained. VR done. Mixed reality is something which is interesting. We'll maybe, if time permits, we'll discuss about mixed reality. And cryptocurrencies, we all know. So combination of all these things come into metaverse, because when as a consumer we are going in retail shop, we are consuming things, we are purchasing that. So in metaverse you will do the same thing but in a digital platform. So there will be no money. Either you will pay through your apps, which is already provided in the metaverse through your UPI IDs and all those things, or you will have cryptocurrencies like 0.001 cryptocurrency or 0.002 cryptocurrency. On the basis of that, you will go inside the metaverse and you will do purchasing and all those things. And I tell you, this is happening. We are not sitting here and enjoying things. We are already incorporating all these factors in various geographies. So next, please. So coming to traditional marketing and metaverse marketing difference. So traditional marketing, we all know for past 50, 60 years, marketing is too old, but for past 50, 60 years, we have been saying that with the advent of technology also, initially the billboards, then ads, then TV, print media, then came Orkut, Facebook, then influencers, YouTube. After that, the technologies came, but now it's a different ball game altogether, metaverse. Now companies are actually going to gamers, going to different organizations, and they are saying, please do my branding on your metaverse wall. Please, when you are making any game, please put our signage and our logos, which was initially used to happen on our newspapers, magazines, billboards, and all those places. We were seeing Amul Girl, we were seeing Maharaja of Air India's, all those in various billboards and our Instagram and all everywhere. But now in metaverse, soon we will be seeing Amul and Maharaja from Air India. However, Maharaja is gone now, but some other industries will be definitely incorporating, and we'll be seeing all those ads as well. If you're using a few of the metaverse tool, then probably you must be knowing that L'Oreal has already incorporated, and you can see a lot of branding. So female audience, you can incorporate all those things, and L'Oreal is already doing it. Nykaa is doing in India also. So we'll discuss this when we'll come to examples. So this is the change. This is the shift actually from traditional marketing to metaverse. However, one caution I wish to mention over here is metaverse can not take or engulf traditional marketing. This is not going to happen, and not soon, because metaverse is a capex business. You need a heavy capital. Consumers need to be some niche category. Normal people cannot use metaverse very easily. Industries, B2B segments, they are generally incorporating metaverse, or they are creating some gaming zones, so or maybe metaverse zone where you can go and sit and do shopping and all those things. One-to-one segment audience are less in metaverse. It will take time in India. Definitely, it will take time. But B2B, it has already been incorporated. And what our take is, traditional marketing will definitely go on along with the metaverse, as there will be time when traditional marketing will engulf metaverse, and that will be one channel for traditional marketing to do, or channel for marketers to do their marketing in the coming era. So this is the basic difference. Next slide, sir. So as I was telling you about Web 3.0, cryptocurrency and all those things, but one thing that is crucial to understand metaverse is NFTs. NFT is nothing but non-fungible tokens. So whenever one user goes into any cryptocurrency site or in blockchains or in metaverse, their identity is incorporated or encrypted in NFTs. That are the smallest tokens where your identity is encoded, and on the basis of that NFT, all the things will happen. Generally, NFT is no doubt, again, it's expensive. It's but again, that is the whole sole purpose when we are having some digital payments or digital incorporations. So nothing will work in silos. So that's why we need to understand why NFT is important. Okay, so if you have any issues, you can ask me over here. Otherwise, I will move forward.
Any questions, any queries by the audience till this point of time?
I'm so sorry.
Sorry. I thought you are showing some video and it is not coming up, so that's why I thought. Okay.
Sir, actually, I tried to do something on NFT, but I think that will not be possible to right now.
Okay. No issues. No issues. So.
Okay, we can
More
go.
questions?
Go ahead. So this is what I have talked about. It's a 3D model. So we can leave, sir. This is again, sometimes it becomes difficult to understand, is metaverse is software or metaverse is hardware. Actually, it's a combination of both. Without AR will not be able to, or the devices, AR devices will not be able to enter into any metaverse. However, there are tools and technologies that are incorporated in various stores. When we were in Singapore, we went to Adidas and Nike showroom. So they have created a avatar wall. So once you stand in front of that avatar wall, and you can tap and try any of the sneakers or any of the jackets you like, and it will give you a feel, just like Lenskart. So you upload your picture in Lenskart, but Lenskart don't give you that kind of feel. But in Adidas stores and Nike, they do that. As I have already mentioned, they are going next level. Sensory organs are also incorporating, so you can touch and feel also. Once you put on the jacket, if you'll touch yourself, you will feel like you are touching that jacket. So that kind of things they are incorporating. I don't know how much that will be successful in the physical stores. In metaverse, I can understand, because the textures and all those feels will be different. But here, it's kind of difficult. So how to access metaverse is nothing but you have to have the hardware as well as the software. Software you don't have to take care about as a consumer, but as a um, we as a providers or marketers, they have to incorporate both those things. So there are various videos and all those things available in the market. You can see that. So this is how things are going on in change. And one more thing, everyone, those who visit these malls and all those areas, they must have seen 5D, 20D pictures and all those things. That is nothing but extra experiential value they are adding in it. So any 3D movie, they are incorporating changes like wind going on, then they sprinkle waters, your chair will fall down, and all those things. Actually, that is not metaverse. That is the way you enjoy the virtual reality or the augmented reality. But metaverse is something when you enter inside a movie and you become an avatar and you become an actor for that. So don't get confused from all those things. Generally, people get jumbled into that 5D and 20D as a metaverse. This is not like that. So next slide, please. Sir, next slide. So these are the technologies. As I was saying, that those Web 3.0, and those were the incorporation of internet that comes and become metaverse. And these are the basic technologies which we are utilizing right now, currently, and in our industry. These are the technologies which people are taking seriously, and through this a new metaverse is coming up. Web 3.0 is a utilization theory, and that develops a metaverse, and these are the technologies that are actually going into a metaverse. So AI is going there, IoT is going there. So there will be one or two example. I will be taking one or two things from here, and I will be explaining how healthcare is utilizing metaverse in that. The next slide, please. Okay, so before moving to 8Ps and marketing mix of basically metaverse, we need to understand how businesses are using, how we as a professionals we are using it, and how academicians, those who want to incorporate changes and want to collaborate with the industries, they can incorporate things in their research or in their working areas. So we can see right now teams are sitting in one person in Zurich, one in Canada, one in India, and all those things. Can we do a collaborative work? Is there any platform where we can sit together, not on webcams, not on our mobiles? Actually, this session could have been conducted in metaverse. We don't have time, otherwise we would have done this session in metaverse. We have given you one avatar, and all these 19-20 participants, they would have come into that area, and believe me, there you would have interacted among each others. So the interaction would be so lively that you can not it would not be a monologue. It would be like you will be seeing people. You can say hi to the person sitting beside you, and on the basis of that you can chit chat and all those things. So those things are getting incorporated. Facebook has already done it. I will tell you the example. So Facebook has done it. Enabling faster learning, this is nothing but when you are incorporating changes, when you are coming together, it will definitely enhance your learning. And assessing operations. So areas like steel manufacturing or heavy industries, equipments, and all those things, where you cannot directly physically go there and assist. But in metaverse, you can assist your juniors. You can go there and assist them. Industries in metallurgy, industries in thermal power plant, where you cannot go, or maybe some areas which are dangerous. Actually, they are what engineers and what we are doing is we are incorporating that through parallel things and putting it into the virtual reality. You can make those changes and you can see the feasibility analysis of that changes, and on the basis of that you can do in the physical world. So these things are going on in various operation industries, and there are use cases which we are working on, and we have worked upon it. So these are the few things which business care about, and there are various examples and various situations where you can incorporate metaverse. Take any example from healthcare, from operations, and you can do it. So in COVID era, also in Italy, after the second wave, they incorporated these changes. One of the hospitals. So next slide, please. So from here, we'll be looking into the marketing mix, and also what are the areas where the metaverse can be incorporated from the marketing perspective. Now we'll put ourselves in the shoes of academicians and try to understand where these things can be incorporated. So Nair will take from here.
Um, Hello all. Thanks a lot, Ashutosh. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Okay. So far in this story, we came across the background of metaverse, its implication on the various aspects of modern business and industries, and of course, on the tactics that the marketers are doing and how they are imbibing this new technology, this futuristic technology, to in their own domain. So before we further move in this, giving you a picture of this marketing and the metaverse, just wanted to have you get a glimpse of what exactly the marketing is, or like just as in a snapshot, what are the major functions of this marketing unit of any organization? So, in short, I would say that marketing can be bifurcated as identifying the needs and wants and demands of the people or of the other B2B segments. And then the next important work is to satiate those needs, wants, and demands by providing certain products, services, or wherever there is an option to create value. Now, for identifying needs, demands, and wants, we know that research and um, understanding the behavior of the consumers or the environment scanning, like understanding the context, understanding the background of the company, the competitors, the collaborators, all these things require the industries to conduct such experiments or conduct such researches that delve into these kind of information. Traditionally, there are various kinds of methods. For an example, surveys, interviews. We all know about this kind of research. Moreover, particular to marketing, we also employ, as I've said, experiment, ethnographical research, observations, and many more. Hence, this part where the data is required, how metaverse would help the marketers to take hold of, we will see in the future slides, means the next slides. Now coming to the next part, no, so, the same slide only. Now coming to the second aspect, that is to satiate those needs. There are again two aspects as we can see on the slide. The marketing strategy, which comprises of segmentation, like what, like the segmenting or making out a creating a slice of that population where we want to project our product or price, or we want to identify any unmet need. Then the targeting, out of those slices, we have to locate which one is the most profitable for the company, which segment of consumers, or which one is the compatible to the business capabilities and uh, the competitive advantage. The third important part is positioning, that is creating a differentiated value where for the customer. So coming to the tactics, tactics means how we are going to implement this strategy, and this in terms of marketing we call a marketing mix. The in the entire slide, all the things that I have highlighted in yellow are the areas where metaverse is taking its niche. So one by one we'll see in the coming slides. Meanwhile, the tactics or the marketing mix, it comprises of product or service that the firm creates, the price, the place of selling or place of acquiring the customers, Then promotion, that we understand by branding or advertisements or communicating that value to the customer. Then the people, which that comprises of again our employees, our stakeholders, our consumers, most importantly. The processes by which we are able to do the marketing, and now the performance. So next slide, please. So going to the first part, that is need identification. As I have already mentioned, that we need data for formalizing any strategy, for analyzing any unmet need, or for creating a niche, or for making the consumers realize a particular need. So, metaverse, as we have seen, that being a very immersive platform for the consumers, for the marketers, for the manufacturers to come and have an interaction without being physically present. That's an important aspect, that without being physically present, that means that the impact of anything going wrong is a bit less as compared to the actual transaction we get involved with. So the marketers are, and maybe take advantage of this metaverse by initiating trials of this metaverse platforms for the consumers. Now consumers these days are getting experience hungry, and when it comes to the digitalization aspect or experiencing and experimenting with the online platforms, almost a great part of the population of any geography would be interested to take a trial or take a visit. So this is one point of contact where marketers are easily able to bring in or haul in the consumers into their systems, where they can have a interaction, where they can have an engagement with them without actually physically calling them across the geographies, or interact, or investing too much of money, too much of costs for physically meeting or physically inviting the customers. Then, as the third point is global reach and accessibility. So you can be here in India, but you can have a visit at a store or at a mall of US without physically traveling to them, to that area. And hence the amount of data that is being generated via observing customers or interacting with them, or noticing their choices, how they are behaving in that metaverse, does matters a lot for the marketers. Because so far as we can see, the online platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, every transaction that we do there, either it is putting the items in our wish list or putting the items in the cart, or the time of visit of these apps, usually when we are free or when it is at a peak uh, point of a festival or something, this data is being recorded by the owners, business owners. Now, when people are migrating to this metaverse platform, you can imagine, you can anticipate that the amount of the number of parameters would increase exponentially. So, for need identification, for conducting a research and understanding the consumer behavior, metaverse is a potential platform for gathering the data. Next slide, please. So now, again, I would just give a glimpse that already has been shared with you by Ashutosh, that in metaverse we can actually create or own a property. The property can be anything. It can be a product. It can be just a dress that you want to buy, or it can be anything. It can be whatever, because it is hypothetical, yet it is real. So uh, next thing is that we can advertise in the metaverse. There can be product placement. There can be while it will be a experience similar to what we do while visiting a shopping mall or a local market. Then, as own digital properties, very correct. The NFTs and the cryptocurrencies, all these things we can use there and we can invest there. Then Recruitment part, that is get a job in the metaverse, we'll see in the upcoming slides. Socialize and make new friends. Now when we go to a mall, there how many times it happens that we interact with some stranger? Seldom, rarely, because everyone is so much acquainted with that kind of atmosphere since our past, since our childhood, that we need not to explore further. We need not to interact with our peer customers, the strangers. But when you are entering a metaverse where you can see avatars like your own, and everyone is in a zeal to see what is there to explore, definitely there would be much more interactions and socialization. That again helps the consumer make choices as well as create data for the business owners. Next, please. Now, in product, how can a metaverse fit itself and also as a service? So, when we talk about product and services, there is an important aspect that is further attached with it called positioning. Like, what is the point of difference? What is a different aspect that we are presenting the consumers with? And hence, metaverse, an experience of metaverse, a shopping in the metaverse itself is a point of difference that a firm can create as compared to its competitors. Hence, uh, as we as we have already seen in the past, that whenever there is an innovation, whenever there is a new aspect in the market, generally the consumers, those who follow innovation, try to experience it, and hence becomes more involved in those kind of products. Either it is by communities or it is by the frenzy of experience those things. Yes, they do. Then the personalized and immersive experiences that is being created by metaverse definitely adds an augmentation to the existing core product, combining online with touch and feel aspect. Now when we go for online shopping, we purchase an item, we when the item arrives, then we check it out, and if it is not, then we start uh, for the refund process and we return it or exchange it. Now that is a complete supply chain cycle where cost for the firms are also involved, as well as the opportunity cost or the time aspect of the consumers are also involved. And these days there are means various products for which the exchange and return is also getting shrunken, those timelines or those options. Now metaverse present a potential opportunity for actually touching and feeling those kind of products where we want a more sensitivity to be created. Then one aspect is, this is the list of means not all but a few important aspects. The last one here on the slide is product simulations and customer empowerment to use, which implies that certain products like games or gadgets, simulations of these products can be experienced in the metaverse. The firms have a better position to explain the benefits to the customers, while customers have a greater edge to actually use it and then make a decision. So next slide please. The next marketing tactic is the place. Now metaverse, so far we have been iterating that metaverse is an immersive experience, metaverse is a marketplace, and augmenting to those points only, I would say that these kind of virtual places gives us a hands-on experience as well as the digital ownership of the products via NFTs. Now, even in India, Tanishq has implemented, like it has piloted this kind of metaverse. It should be available on the YouTube because it is not very, very old or not very, very new. So ideally, it should be there. I haven't checked it out, but yes, they did. They invited certain consumers to have a, a tour of the Tanishq showroom via this metaverse and make the decisions there. So now it is the new marketplace. Then we know that certain brands love to create a resonance between their consumers and their products via building a great, you know, interlacing between the feelings of the consumers. For example, we have Harley Davidson. Now, Harley Davidson really has delved into that panache of the consumers, that frenzy of the consumers, where uh, they have become the brand evangelist. The consumers have become the brand evangelist. And this kind of community building is a very traditional marketing practice. However, when it comes to metaverse, it would be again an exponential aspect and an exponential increase in the kind of interaction when all the resonating consumers are at a one place from across the geographies, and they are able to talk about the brand, influence about the brand, and tell about the weaknesses or strengths even to the firm owners, which is rare when it comes to the physical interactions. Then for the firms, it is a low cost branding and also gives an opportunity for alliance opportunities. We have seen that there is a concept of co-branding where two brands come together or more than two brands come together to promote their products. Now, again, this is a place which can be co-created by a number of firms which whose values or whose products have a same kind of alignment, and hence they can easily generate greater sales. They can easily communicate to the wider range of the consumers. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So, Ashutosh, I request you to help us with more examples.
Yeah, sure. I'm sharing my screen. Once it is visible, please let me know. Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So, hello.
It's no longer visible now.
It's not visible.
No, it came, but now it went back again. I think you have clicked the stop sharing button.
Visible.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what L'Oreal has implemented in their system already, and these are the a few examples. I just want you to cherish this, try to understand how these big giants have already implemented, and try to understand what are the key connotations they are using when building L'Oreal. So this is the virtual store. This is not the real store. This is their virtual store. So Armani is from L'Oreal only. Those who know, but this is the brand of L'Oreal. So this is the area or arena, which we which you say. Nayar, I guess there is some echo. Can you please? So this is the shop floor which they have created in the metaverse. You as an avatar will enter this. I will show you next example. You will get to know where they are buying it. So this is the shop floor. So once you have selected the product, you can you can try the shades on. This is all happening in Metaverse. And you can go and buy it. And you buy and you pay from NFTs and tokens. So this is how L'Oreal has implemented. And there is one more video where luxury brand of L'Oreal, they have opened one Metaverse studio. And you can see that video is also available. That one is long one. That's why I'm not incorporated it. So second example is Google Expedition. So this is not actually a metaverse, but they are building upon it. So you will get a hang of it, what extra they will add in the Google Expedition. So here they are giving you a multi-dimensional view of Taj Mahal with the description which we saw that was available in the metaverse when I was starting the Bund video from Shanghai. So this is similar. However, that was a real metaverse. This is a combination of AR and VR. However, they are going to build this Google Expedition also. So this is for Great Wall of China. So this is Empire State Building. So they have created the metaverse image of that and they have put it over here. So Google Expedition is generally used for educating channels. They launched this platform like this, but now this can be easily used for tourism industry. So those who are in the or keen to understand the tourism industry, there is ecotourism, there is volunteerism. So in volunteerism or ecotourism, they are using metaverse also. Now, as I was discussing about how we are going to interact in metaverse and how things are going to be done, and are the industries utilizing it? So yes, Facebook has already done it, and various industries, they are doing it. This is an old video, however, I guess this will give you a glimpse of how things are going to work. But this is a traditional way of performing metaverse. Now it is evolving day by day. So I just see the video.
There's another world, and it's right here on my face. Welcome. This is Horizon. Think of me as your guide / self-appointed spokes avatar, here to show you around. You know, Horizon is filled with possibilities. You can play.
So that lady is inside her house, but in metaverse, she got an avatar and she is exploring the places. However, as I have mentioned, this is okay, socializing and enjoying. But as we have given you examples and you have seen in product and pricing also, it can be incorporated. So this is just a glimpse of how metaverse is done and they are utilizing it.
Make stuff, fly stuff. Wow, really love the stash, Stuart.
What up, Stuart?
Wait, I want a mustache. Horizon isn't about rules or limits or pants or people telling you not to fly an airplane while drinking your fresh ground, fair trade, French press morning coffee through a curly straw. Isn't that right, Debbie? Mm-hmm. It's about getting out there, trying new things, making your mark, making friends with an Australian named Mark.
Oh, actually, I'm from New Zealand.
And you can even build a world of your own, like laser tag.
So as I was mentioning that we can have this session in metaverse and you can actually chit chat the people sitting beside you and in that room. So this is how you can do it, and you can exchange the files also through the systems, and all those things are actually possible. Because of some limitations and issue, I cannot show you what we have done in the metaverse. So we have created a similar thing, but for the recruitment domain agencies We have created a few things over there. Probably Nayyar will talk about it and how things are being done in the recruitment domain also.
Heck, landing. Or this islandy place with these cutie patooties. In Horizon, the world is your lobster.
Isn't it oyster?
That too. So come, join us. A never-ending, ever-changing world beyond your world is waiting. Debbie gets it.
So Facebook already launched this, and and the implementation already done, and industries are utilizing this. So this is how things are going to change. Now you must not be seeing various branding and the background and backdrops and all those things. They were talking about oysters and lobsters and all those things, but in the coming time, in the areas, we are actually utilizing all those examples and all those marketing tactics which we are using in traditional marketing for doing so. So these are the three examples, and after knowing about the promotion and process, I will take you through a couple of more examples, and this will hang you for long that how Metaverse is actually utilizing things, and the marketers and the industries professionals are thinking beyond the lines and outside the box to actually incorporate whatsoever possible in the coming era. Over to Nayav.
So next slide, please. Now we are coming to another aspect of the marketing tactics that we have seen in the first slide, the marketing blueprint, and that is promotion. Now, actually, marketing, what we understand as a common person, as a common man, that marketing is just selling and promoting, just coercing or somehow convincing the consumers to buy. However, marketing, as we have seen, that it is more than that. We have seen so far that marketing actually deals with gathering the consumer data, gathering the market context, conducting researches. Then it has to help create a product that has a differentiation, and where we saw that metaverse can be an augmentation for the consumers to experience as well as for the firms to reduce cost and increase their reach. So, similarly, this promotion part is just one segment of the entire marketing management, entire marketing process. And we know that wherever there is possible, the marketers want to promote or project their products and services. Traditionally, we have seen that even in the movies, marketers tend to sponsor their inputs and place their products. Like, for an example, we have various movies where a certain model of automobiles or certain jewelry brands, they are projected in the background as seen by, used by the leading characters of the movie, and hence influence the consumers to think about those products. Here, when we talk about the metaverse, no doubt, while the main firm holders, main metaverse owners can definitely influence the consumers majorly with their products only, but certain sponsors, product sponsors, or certain firms can also have their brandings, have their products as just placements in that metaverse arena. Because when we have seen that when we are going into the metaverse, it's not just the uh, facility or the depart or the area of one particular uh, firm or one particular product. We see that a person is traveling down the road, he comes across various lanes, and there is a tree and there is a signboard, and then he enters into a particular shop, say L'Oreal. However, there is a great opportunity for other sub brands also or other products also to push their brands and signages across that entire flow of the user of the metaverse or the consumer. Then provided when we know that these days we know that gamification is a very important tool for the consumers or for any particular target that we want to acquire for engagement, either they are the candidates for recruitment or the consumers for marketing and selling purpose, or means anyone. This gaming is very gaining much traction, and hence you can see that metaverse, we can arrange a lot of games, a lot of such activities, fun activities, where the consumers would also find a pleasure while doing the shopping, which is, or while exploring, not only shopping, while exploring. And this is an aspect that if we do in a physical space would require a great deal of arrangements and is not easily replicable in various multiple locations, as well as incur a bit of costs. Then entertainment, as we have seen about as I've told about gaming, is a similar that kind of an experience. Retail, again we have said that personalized shopping and virtual storefronts, for example by Nike, and you can go and just try it out and then order the product. Apart from that, educating the customer is also an important aspect that is being a challenge also for the marketers in the traditional marketing system, as well as it is a very potential opportunity that is being enhanced by futuristic technologies like metaverse. Nowadays, many firms have taken to providing QR codes or providing certain kind of pamphlets where there are links given, which can be clicked by the consumers, and they reach to those kind of websites and sessions and trainings given or videos provided by the brand, provided by the firm, to make them more engaged with their products, to help them how to, for example, for makeup brands or for driving, automobile driving. So these kind of helps and tuitions and tutors have been given in such a manner. Now, while in metaverse, this can be actually implemented apart from just giving certain websites or locations for self learning. Then social media, when it is a great area to converge various people of various domains and make them interact, and hence create a lot of stories, a lot of user feedbacks and reviews, and that helps in the promotion of the products. Moreover, monetizing these kind of events and such kind of communications. So, in the next slides, we will see another aspect of this kind of virtual events. Please move to the next slide. Yes, now process. These days, there is an intersection or thinning of the boundaries of various industries. For example, the telecoms have taken to healthcare facility development, digital healthcare facility development, using the drones, using the futuristic technologies like AI, ML, and uh, creating a kind of an SOS help for patients while doctor can remotely check them. So this is just an example of how industries are thinning. Similarly, there is an intersection, there is a thinning of boundaries of the domains within firms. For example, HR and marketing. Now, when the HR department does something for the external world through recruitment or through talent engagement, through talent promotion, they in fact are also doing or helping their marketing department to generate leads, to create good communication about their organization, as well as showing that yes, we are creating values. So HR, various companies in the recruitment industry, like uh, we have certain companies like Ashutosh, can you help me with the name of that company, the competitor of Edeco? I'm sorry, I'm just missing on its name. Okay, let it be. I'm sorry, I'm just missing on that. name of that particular company. I'll ping it in the chat box. So various companies are planning and going to create job fairs and creating training and onboarding with the metaverse using these futuristic technologies. Now, how does it help the marketing unit? It creates an impact on the candidates. It creates more engagement because now, in lieu of experiencing the metaverse, in lieu of crossing those geographical boundaries, in lieu of actually sensing what the culture and what the atmosphere in the organization is, how the people are behaving, candidates are more open to explore the potential job opportunities and hence increasing the leads and the contacts for the recruiters. Moreover, even the passive candidates, those who are settled in their job but however can leave for a greater opportunity if at all they get, they also get indulged in these kind of uh, platforms created through the futuristic technologies, more important, the metaverse. And hence, this kind of processes finds a good potential in the provided by the metaverse when and the recruiters and the marketers join hands to create a very enriching experience. So this was just an example of how the domains can interact with each other using not only metaverse but any other potential technology. Since we are talking about metaverse, it is a more, I would say, a more immersive and a very realistic kind of platform that is helping and that the firms are looking towards too. So next, please. So again, Ashutosh, help us with these examples.
Yeah, sure, I'm sharing.
Shall I stop sharing?
Yes, sir. It's always better to see the examples in videos rather than I am explaining it.
Mhm.
Uh, Once you can see my screen, please let me know.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, sir. Okay. So, as I was explaining metaverse and all those things which have been incorporated technologies and product based price promotion, these are the things that has been already done. But the users, like for an example, Facebook, when we went to initially when we started Facebook, there were various games on that. I guess there was one farming game and all those things. So you can increase your farms. You will get some brownie points and all those things. But in a real world where money is there and marketing strategies are there incorporating, people are actually buying things on metaverse and using that in the metaverse only, not outside that metaverse, not in physical. So these are the few examples where they are the people, the avatars are buying shoes, and Nike they have launched it. However, Nike no doubt launched this sneaker and in the physical world also, but initially it was launched in the metaverse world.
The future of IRL sneakers, introducing the Crypto Cakes IRL.
So this is called crypto kicks shoes.
Smart sneaker from Artifact. The Crypto Cake IRL features auto lace plus gesture and lace functionality, enhanced lighting with custom light packs and animations, seamless Bluetooth pairing and upgrades, haptic feedback, wireless charging using the Artifact Power Deck. Crypto Cake IRL comes in unique variants in 4 unique and limited colorways: blackout, stone, eyes, base matter. How do you get them? CryptoKick's IRL functionality will be unlocked through connection to the Artifact IRL app, allowing owners to customize their fit, lighting animations, and more.
So we have seen all these things in on air. I guess there is some. So we have seen customization in cars, extended storage systems, and all those things. But now you can imagine that they are coming up with the sneakers. No doubt, they have launched the similar sneakers in the physical world also. But this is truly enhancing the digital ownership experience. When we talk about, we were initially in the marketing, we were talking about experience of consumers, the consumer experience. Now we are talking about digital experience, digital ownership experience. So this is how Nike shoes, they have come up with this. And there is one again retail company that is doing so. But however, again, you can buy the land or buy the area in the digital era. However, similar things are incorporating when you go for retail. Sorry, for your real estate shopping, some flat purchase and all those things. They are incorporating this metaverse, and you can see Somnium Space. Uh, uh, so in real estate, this has been incorporated already, but this is one of the examples. I'm just playing the video. I'll just forward it for you. So this is not the real world or the real images. This is the images which is present in the metaverse, and you can buy those metaverse properties. And people are actually paying for these things as well. Now, one thing you must be wondering why people will go and buy these things, why people will purchase these things. But as a consumer and consumer behavior, we understand that whatsoever in the market, not everything will be sold, but most of the thing will be if the newest technology will push towards them to buy it. However, these are the implications of the bigger picture of metaverse and utilizing NFTs and blockchains. So that's why these are essentials when we are studying regarding the metaverse marketing. So real estate, what they do is they create this kind of image. They will create your avatar. You can go and you can go inside. You can see the layout. Initially, we are having the layout, 3D layout sometimes, or maybe one or two blocks they will make, but they will actually in the real estate they will give this kind of setup, and you can look and feel, and you can see the materials. You can change the color of the wall. You can put and position your sofas, TVs, anything, any furnitures you want to change. All those things is already incorporated. So this is again one example, and this is the last example which I want to show you. This is Decentraland. This is virtual reality platform where user can actually create, explore, and monetize the content which they are creating actually. So it acts as a metaverse social network. So we have seen Instagram, we have seen Facebook, but these are the things as a social network they are utilizing this. And so you can do brandings, you can do your product placement over here, or maybe from any implications we can thought of, this can be done.
World. Create, develop, and trade without limits. Make genuine connections and earn real money. Decentraland. a fully immersive platform powered by the blockchain. Buy land. Design your experience. And transform the way people see the world. Purchase the first ever virtual real estate. Get started today.
So with this, I would like to take a hard stop